All right, welcome to another episode of the Love Experience. Today I got myself, who we got in the building.
You got Dr. Amber Hill.
You got the oldest Jaden Hill.
The second, Jabez Hill.
The third, Jabari Hill.
You got the fourth, Jacoby Hill.
Ringing in. We got the whole Hill clan today.
Yeah, so technically we wanted to do something different. The Love Experience is about the family. A lot of people think it's about couples, things like that, singles, things like that, but the Love Experience is about the family, bringing the family back together. So what we like to do as a family is have family meetings, family discussions. And a lot of times you don't see the African American family having these discussions. A lot of times you see the father portrayed as the clown or buffoonery, the class clown or the joke. You don't agree?
No, I don't.
On movies, on TV shows.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think?
Yeah. You seen that one movie that the guy was a father and then he wasn't doing anything, but the mother was doing the most in that movie.
So what you're saying is a lot of times that you see imagery, you see the family, the mom is doing majority of the bulk of work and the dad is just back
Chilling.
Yeah.
chilling.
And jokes. And
Yeah.
you know, like even Tyler Perry movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dad, all the black males, they're not masculine. They're like laughable. You know, and as a black man, you're a warrior. And you serious and you take care of business.
So what you saying, the dad can't be non-serious?
Yeah, the dad can be non-serious, but in the media imagery right now, it's portrayed as the black male as comical, the butt of all jokes. Y'all agree or what y'all think?
I disagree. A few of them, like the shows that I've been watching, at least, like Everybody Hates Chris. There's certain shows that I would say like portray like African American in the right spotlight. Like what Chris' dad had 6 jobs, but he was always there for him at the end of the day. So I feel like that's his own story and that's his true story. But a lot of times people try to like objectify the black male. Like the Tyler Perry movies, I think he does a lot of folks wrong, objectifying and using them to make some money. So that was the only difference between them and Chris Rock. That's his real story, as opposed to Tyler Perry. He's just making up stories to make you feel emotion. But a lot of people use that and deem that as realism now.
Mm-hmm. What you think, Jabez?
I think there should be a shift over where, instead of being the joke of the dad being the joke, it should be more like the dad being the protective role, being, the provider, being all the things necessary, like you see, in other stories, with the average, white parents and stuff like that. I feel like it should be more exemplary when it comes to, just seeing the real family, like us, for example. I see dad, obviously doing the right things necessary. And, it's like, I don't really see that on TV as much as I see in real life. So I think we should do that often.
And when you think about the movies and the TV shows, for me, I love just watching like the old 90s, the Cosbys. I love watching Family Matters. I love watching what's my other show? I be binge watching all my 90s shows, but those families show what a real African American family is. And that is something that Daddy and I have been really trying to really do with you guys, is focus on, break some of the generational barriers, because y'all know that all our family is not totally complete like ours is.
Right.
And we want to pass that down to you guys, because what is our family motto? Faith, family, and legacy. We want to leave a healthy legacy moving forward for our grandkids and our great grandkids and things like that. And having more shows that exemplify and show examples of what a healthy family dynamic is what we want to portray more and see more out there. Because it is, I love Tyler Perry. Those are my shows.
Yeah.
I've been watching all my Tyler Perry shows, so y'all can knock them if you want to, but I like them because not all dads are portrayed in one way. Not all dads are the same. Every family dynamic is different. I don't see anything wrong with actually seeing a series of dad that has jokes. That look, y'all know y'all granddaddy joked all the time. You know, he had that serious side. He also had that joke inside where he talked trash, and because the world look at y'all black men as serious, angry, and those type of things. So I don't always see anything negative with seeing
disagree.
families like that.
Yeah, I disagree. I think the media portrays the black male as buffoonery,
I don't. I
not
disagree.
a leader.
I disagree.
Just look at the movies.
Hmm.
Just look at the shows.
What do you think, Babar?
I think it's like more like a stereotype, like, you know, in like the comedies. You know what I'm saying? I think it's like, I don't think it's in like all media. Like a more serious movie, it wouldn't really have that. But like a comedy, it usually has like that type of stereotype that like they're kind of like the joking around or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I think.
You answer right. So in the love experience, like as a family, we just have open discussions. We'll continue to have more, but we just wanted to show and showcase some things like our discussions that we have as a family. Like we have family meetings. We were having them weekly, and to be honest, we struggled. And that's the accountability piece. Like I said, we were supposed to have our family meetings every Sunday, and these family meetings were actually working because both our sons are down in Texas. So we were doing them via Zoom, and the other two, they're here. So once we were doing them family meetings weekly, I think we were more cohesive. But once we stopped, it was like, what y'all think?
I think it's because we got busy. 'Cause, what month did we stop doing them? Like after August?
When
No,
we moved. I don't know.
No, I think it was when we moved. We stopped doing them because we were so busy. We didn't like coordinate as a family. You know what I'm saying? And like we didn't match our schedules up because I know Jay and Jabez, they're down in Texas, right? They have a different time zone, and like they have different like places to go too. So yeah.
And I know a lot of people always say that you guys are was raised right, per se, the technical term, and that they always like, what is y'all tips on raising four amazing young men? What do you guys think? What are some things that you think Daddy and I did growing as you guys grew up that made you be who you are today?
Definitely the discipline, I would say. Like little things we weren't allowed to do as opposed to like, I would say me and Jabez grew up different from you two for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So yes, we did.
You disagree, Bob?
Nope.
No,
Wow.
we 100%
disagree.
did.
Y'all get
disagree.
older. So as they get older, we take on that responsibility too of like, okay, we're older brothers. We know what to do and we lead by example. And we watch them and they led by example. So it just passes on to y'all. So it might have been a little different.
So
right?
y'all say we was tough.
y'all got a little softer. You know what I'm saying?
We were in
Y'all
survival.
No.
Yeah, you gotta think. We keeping it real. We were in survival mode. Robbing
Yeah.
Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
Putting you on AAU track and field, going on these trips, going to check cash in places. I'm like, I had to get it in. Then the pressure of y'all had to perform because we was in survival mode. Now with them two.
Yeah, I would say we got to see you guys struggle as opposed to like those two. They didn't really see you like when y'all were young.
Yeah, we seen the dating, we seen all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young.
And then y'all told us a lot of stories of like, we didn't even know, right? Like going to New Orleans and all that, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifice and stuff like that. But
Well, I would say I don't like to use the word sacrifice. I like to use the word investment.
investment,
Because
It paid off.
everything that we've done, we didn't know the blueprint of being a parent. We didn't know the blueprint of being young. We was young when we got married, and we had nothing. And Dad, was deployed twice throughout that span, and we was young, and we just know that we wanted something different from y'all, and we just start parenting like our parents almost kind of did, but a little bit different in what we saw growing up. And y'all say we was strict. We had that schedule. You had that get up, before you go touch any food, what you had to do, your room had to be what?
Clean.
Yep. Prayer
Well,
journals.
there's other
Prayer
two.
journals.
Other two. Well, Jacoby,
Well, they getting back to it now.
Jacoby.
You know what I'm saying?
Kobe,
Y'all got all the focus on them now. So
oh yeah.
And that's one of the things that when me and Jabari, we do our little walks, and Jacoby, and I was like, it was certain things that we didn't have time to really focus. When you have multiple children, it's really hard to focus on, and sometimes they did get the attention that they did not get the attention that they deserved because we were so focused on making sure you
making
guys
sure we got everything done.
had everything. So then they did get away with more. It's like
Yeah.
Jacoby over there smiling
right.
because it was like y'all had to do. Y'all had to usher.
Yep.
Y'all had to
do
be
that
at
too.
church from
Both
7:30
services.
to
Yep.
Double
6 a.m.
services.
Mm-hmm.
Jabari too, though.
Jabari.
Yeah, Jabari.
Jabari.
Did you have Jabari? Yep.
Yeah, he had a band though. Jacoby ain't.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
No, he did. He did
Well,
for like a little
he
bit.
didn't
He only
usher
did like
once.
one.
He was the
He
COVID
ain't do
baby.
no double
Right.
No,
service.
No,
he
yeah,
did
no, he only did
double
one
service.
service. That was what I
Yeah.
was talking about. But what I was saying is like discipline. Like you make sure that we didn't act like crazy. Like you know when you go like to a restaurant or something, and you have like that one family with that one kid that's like in the corner
Right,
or
yeah.
something. That's what I was talking about. Like you told us like not to act crazy, and you kind of like Jay and Jabez also said like they also like ingrained like the discipline in themselves. So Jaden make sure Kobe doesn't act crazy, and Jabez too.
Right.
Jabez too.
'Cause you represent the Hill legacy.
Yeah.
Not just yourself, but the Hill name is so important, but also you represent every other African American boy out there. So you want the world to see what you guys really are, not what the typical stereotypes of what black boys are.
And then as y'all can see, we're wearing our son's clothing line, Renee Inc. So if y'all can, go check it out. Go purchase it, Renee Inc. We're wearing the apparel. The two young men over there, they did the Renee Inc. Jabari and Jacoby got some other businesses as well. So
So Jabez God Love really came from Jabez.
mm,
And do you remember why, even though it's been like 4 or 5 years ago, why did you pick this symbol, God Love?
I don't really remember, but I remember just doing the design. It was something that was simple and very like meaningful, because obviously the family is about love and compassion, and you know what I'm saying? So I feel like having that piece was, something as a good start. And obviously we're going to continue and, finally lock in and actually do the things necessary. So, but yeah, that was one of the beginning pieces. I started, doing it on like Canva. It was like a free app.
Canva. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like Canva? Like
Canva. And then we did it ourselves.
Yeah.
We got the Cricut and we
But
designed it.
But don't you remember when it started, the God Love was because of what the world saw. Remember it was the George Floyd and all that. And he was like, I wanted
Yeah.
people to look at me
Mhm. Yep.
for who God made me to be and not who the world.
Right.
Now it's starting to come back.
Yeah, just a little bit. 'Cause that was like, 4 years ago?
It-
It's been 4
It
years
was
now.
around COVID,
Mhm.
about 4 or 5 years ago, and how you didn't want you want people to look, when they look at you, I'm not just a 6 foot, 1, 2,
Three. It's like,
whatever.
Two,
Lies,
three.
you know.
6'3".
I'm not that thug, the image that you think I am. I'm Jabez, right?
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
who God made me to be. I got a heart.
Mm.
And one of the things I always applauded y'all, like, y'all went along with, y'all trusted Daddy and I
Mhm.
in every mission and every goals that we had for the family. Y'all never I ain't gonna say like questioned it. Y'all like trusted us to lead you where you need to. Like even when we started about foster families, y'all
Yeah.
opened. How many kids open their house after how many kids? We had a lot of
Yeah.
foster kids, and you guys never like, no, don't do it again. You was like, we gonna open our house, and I commend y'all for that. And like the audience, we have these type of conversations before we make any big decisions. Like, hey, what do y'all think about allowing other kids to come into our home? And they had to agree upon it. Those type of things, people don't get to see that we do have these family dynamics, and we talk about financial literacy, we talk about home ownership, we talk about health, because they've been getting on me about making sure
Working out.
I work out on a consistent basis. But one of
It
the
worked out this
having.
morning.
we've been getting it in, you know what I'm saying? But one of the things that that keep our family strong, you remember we pray together as a family, and then we had to take a lead. Because one of the things y'all depended on was mama praying all the time. And then I started forcing y'all to
Right.
take turns and praying. We prayed together at night before we went to bed. We did the Bible study. Do y'all think those things helped? Especially Jada and Jabez, now that y'all are adults. Because Daddy and I can't force you to do it anymore.
Jabari about to be a young adult.
I know.
He's about to be 18.
So when you transition, what do you think? Do you think those were some necessary things that we did with you guys now that you're adults?
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like the beginning of my adult life, I wasn't really focused on it. But once I start focused on reading my word and, actually journaling, I feel like it just improved my mental and spiritual space. And like I had like a sense of peace. I walked more confident and stuff like that, especially when I actually start being consistent with it. So I feel like, that was definitely beneficial.
Yeah, I think it helped a lot, especially like last year, because specifically I would be on my own a lot of times going through certain situations. Like I can't, like sometimes I don't have the, I guess, time to go back and just talk to people about it because I got to figure things out for myself. So it was just that being ingrained, and then just you're on your own journey, especially when you're older. So like there's no rush in anything. You just got to fulfill it for yourself and figure out your own strategy, something that's beneficial to you.
And I love what you just said. Fulfill it for yourself, and that's the thing that I want each and every one of y'all to do is walk into your journey, not mama journey, not daddy journey, but what is your journey? What do you want in life? And that's the biggest thing that'll make me happy and your mom is that y'all guys walk into whatever journey y'all want, whatever you want in life, whatever challenges you're going to overcome, get through. That's the part that me and your mom really going to enjoy. But go ahead, Jabari. Not to cut you off.
It was a prayer.
Will you continue to do those type of things when you transition after high school?
I think I would. I mean, I will. Yeah, because I feel like when I pray, it gives me a sense like a focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I remember we used to we put prayers on Post-it notes and on the wall, and I think that helped me focus for like the next day or like doing homework or whatever. I think there's really good things. It's just like, it's like kind of like meditation. And it just helps me focus.
The prayer closet.
Yeah.
Them prayers, boy.
Now,
Them
what about Jacoby?
What about Kobe Bear? I love Kobe Bear.
This don't let him fool y'all guys. He the biggest trash talker. He be talking crazy to adults and kids. I be hearing him. So go ahead, Jacoby. Mike got you quiet today.
You think you gonna? What you think, Kobe Bear?
I think the prayers helped me during school when it was stressful, because in the morning I didn't want to go to school, so it helped me want to go to school with my friends.
Yeah, because COVID was rough on us.
Oh yeah.
Remember, COVID was rough. You was a teacher.
How many people were in our house during COVID?
Shit, a whole bunch.
Like 10. Then we had our cousins.
Yeah.
We
How many
had
people we had
Foster.
then?
We had
Auntie
10.
Candy
Yeah.
came, It was
Yeah,
good
because
times,
we had the
though.
foster.
Yeah, it was good.
We had the foster kids too. Sabella and
It
all
was
of them.
good times, though. I think we enjoyed just spending time amongst each other. I think that's be the
Oh yeah,
best.
definitely.
Do y'all think who's the craziest parent, daddy or mom?
Mom.
Well, it depends.
It depends.
It depends on what scenario.
Yeah.
I believe academically it's probably you, Mom.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I remember when we were younger, it was definitely athletically Dad. He used to get on us for everything. I was like, oh my God.
We get up, I get up with them
He
two. See,
made
Jacoby,
me go with them.
See,
Yeah,
he made
see,
me go
Jacoby didn't get that. Where I make them, I'll be running in the morning. I'll make them get up and run.
Oh
I'm about
yeah,
to get
he
back
used
to
to,
the
5
he used to
a.m.
make me do
Yeah, we used to
that.
be out there 5
Little
a.m.
Omar be like, "Oh, Uncle Jay be making us work out."
No, I remember when he used to make me run in the morning in the dark. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
My legs started hurting.
That's
So-
nuts.
Did you bring
So,
up
Yeah,
what y'all,
we
so
back
y'all
to
saying
that.
it's a balance? Mommy more
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazier for academics.
No,
I
Yeah.
would say like
you.
more, I guess, not like
And spiritual.
like not sometimes. Dad's probably a little more crazy. I turned dad out a few times, more than you at least.
Yeah, you didn't turn me out.
At least once or twice I did. A few times.
Oh, he turned me out. I remember senior year on track meet.
Oh my
Man, I was
God.
about to go crazy. I was about to lose my
Twice.
life.
It was just twice.
No,
Yeah.
there's a few.
It was a few
Ask
times,
him
yeah.
about when he found the trash behind my bed.
Yeah.
What happened?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't play that. That's one thing we did not play. We had to have a clean. Y'all had to have a clean what?
Clean house.
Clean room,
I
clean
believe in putting
house.
my hands on kids.
So y'all don't think I was crazy when it came to
No.
cleaning?
No,
y'all
you
had
were-
hands and
you-
knees.
Yeah.
You was
That was you.
OCD.
Mom,
No, remember when she
I
she
was
whooped,
OCD.
she whooped me
Yeah.
for their room being dirty.
That's
crazy.
But remember when Jaden and Jabez forged that
They saw them
That's
signatures.
what I didn't. We didn't care.
but then she didn't even whoop y'all right.
Yes,
I
I
was like,
did.
she was all out of breath. I was like, move out the way. I was like, you ain't doing nothing.
No, dad always found a way.
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop you. I'm
I
enjoy
think that was probably mine.
Jacoby, I don't whoop.
No,
Yeah.
Jacoby didn't get a whooping.
That was mom at whooping.
Oh, yeah.
I should have whooped him. That's what I should.
Mom had a wooden spoon, and she would bring that everywhere. So like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
shit.
Jacoby. Yeah. Shit.
I did not play.
But like I said, even through our challenges, these are these moments that are laughter and fun. You know, like I said, even when Jabari turned out in 4th grade class and I came in that classroom, I'm looking like,
But I know some people will say whoopings causes you guys to have anger issues, stress, things like that.
No. I'll say is like it's kind of like a challenge. And I say like in life you're supposed to have challenges because if you don't have any challenges in life, like what else would you do? That's what I say. Like it's not like I wouldn't say it's like a punishment. Like
Could we
no, I mean it's not like a punishment. You're not like kicking them out of the house or whatever. But I'm just saying like it's like so it's if you do something bad, it's kind of like the reward you
consequence.
consequence. That's what I want to say.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
should-
consequence to your
you
actions.
should be afraid of your parents. You shouldn't like if you
healthy fear.
if you
Yeah.
go out and you know you're doing something wrong, you should have like a consequence in your back of your mind. Like my mom's about to beat me when I get home. My dad
or
about to
just
whoop
be
me.
disappointed. I mean,
Yeah.
even just the fact of being disappointed, disappointing your, like, even at my age, I'm gonna be honest, my drive and my motivation is my wife, y'all, my parents. Like, I don't want to let people down. So even at this age, I'm still motivated to prove myself to be better constantly. Every day I'm trying to be better. So like I
You should
said,
have
Yeah.
you should
Yeah.
have some type of healthy fear. And when I say fear, that fear is when you know that
Well, it's respect.
consequence.
It's just
It's that respect, but
Yeah.
it's a healthy fear where you know in the back of my, like Jaden said, in the back of my mind, will my mom and dad be pleased with this action? And like growing up, yes, y'all got whoopings when y'all was younger. Now y'all didn't. It was sometimes y'all should have got whoopings when y'all was a little older, but y'all consequence was y'all was disappointed in y'all own self.
Yeah.
So we really didn't have to discipline you because you were disappointed. If you thought mama was mad at you, y'all hated that. Y'all still hate that now, don't you? Now why you gonna say no? How you gonna speak for them? They do not like disappointing their mama.
well, I got my own opinion.
Yeah, they don't like disappointing their mama.
So, all right. So, give us some tips. Give our young adults, teenagers, and you're going to be a young adult, but give some tips, some insightful tips on some things that y'all might, some nuggets.
So we'll start with we go by age. Go ahead, Jay Renee.
Like what you want.
Like, what do you mean
Just
tips?
whatever, just some helpful tips for people struggling, like, because I know, like, Jabez, like, your social media platform, your social media platform is very uplifting. And now we're in a climate where we don't really see that young people positive stuff, like the words you be saying on your platform.
Jada, you've been having all the things that, like, you had to deal with transitioning to a whole state by yourself and doing life by yourself for a period of time.
Playing the college football.
Playing college sports. And
now
then
looking at the NFL.
Now looking, praying that you get drafted for the NFL. All those things. What would you tell people? Because mental health is real. And you guys' generation don't handle stress and the mental health thing as strong as our generation.
Well, I don't know. Well, I think we struggle.
I don't think.
Because,
I don't
like I
think
said,
so.
well,
yeah.
when I
think so.
see older adults that something happened to them when they were 13, and you dang on 60, you still you stuck in that
Well,
place.
I'm looking at the state of mind that the younger people are committing suicide at higher numbers. Even though we may have had trauma and we may be stuck in that little trauma space, we're still here. You have a lot more young people
adults,
committing suicide at high rates, dealing with different scenarios, whatever trauma experiences they may have, right?
So it could be, I'm sorry, it could be like talking about the social media stuff.
Yeah, I'll talk
It
about
could be
it.
anything.
Yeah,
So
whatever
whatever
you want.
tips.
Yeah.
Because I feel like because of social media, the expectation for things is like crazy high. And I feel like,
So why do
you-
y'all
you see-
generation why do y'all generation care so much about what other people think of you guys at this point?
Well, it's not that. It's what you see. And, like, you'll have TV and stuff like that, the news and all like that.
Yeah, we had
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then basically,
we just have
It's-
cell phones and
right.
But let them.
It's just basically like, you know what I'm saying? If you see your friend doing good or your family members doing good, you always seeing good things. But then if you're not doing as good as XYZ, you might be feeling that type of way. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta always keep your mind in the process. That's what I've been really focused on, just focusing on the process, because a lot of times the success won't come right away. So you gotta push yourself to just be okay with doing the right thing always. You know what I'm saying? So I've been just really focused on that. And I think a lot of people who are, in that social media realm, who's always consuming social media, I feel like you should just take that break and just see what you want in life and then just work towards it, not just complete it. Right. So I just feel like, people just need to just focus on that, especially with the younger generation.
love you and don't compare yourself to nobody else.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Oh, yeah. What I was going along what Jabez said, like, I think he was trying to say, like, everything online seems perfect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like to keep like a positive mindset, even if I'm like angry or something. I don't like being angry that much. I don't like being angry for too long. I don't think it's good for you if you're angry for too long. And I think like people like for my generation, I think they're too focused on being perfect. Like if you're having a hard time on an assignment and it's like 98% done, just turn it in.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like I know some people in my class, like they actually struggle with that because they want their assignment to be perfect. And like I know I do programming, it's not gonna be perfect. Like it's something's gonna go wrong. You don't know like why it's going wrong. Like, and that's what even what my teacher says. But like they're just trying too hard for like their stuff to be like absolutely perfect. So that's
and you
what
learn
I'm
from
saying.
the process. When you fail, that is when you actually get your life lessons.
Yeah.
Failure. And it's okay to fail. I love that.
And
Papa.
we always going to keep failing. That's how you come back.
Ain't nobody who's perfect.
Nobody
perfect.
Nobody perfect.
Yeah, but like online it seems like perfect. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's the only thing people put.
But
Yeah.
it's fake.
It's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
But this ain't fake.
no.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying a lot of the stuff you've seen on social media, it's kind of
It's a false
Yeah.
Go ahead.
false reality, like a facade. Is that that's the word I think.
A lot of people think our family perfect. We ain't
Nope.
perfect. We have our shoot. We
We be arguing.
we fight. We fuss. We you
I
know.
think, and I think arguing is like if you argue in a relationship, it's fine. Like
Yeah, it's
unless
normal.
you're just like just throwing insults back and forth like all the time.
Negative,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like I think arguing is like the best, like not the best way to communicate, but like it's a good way to let your emotions out and whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta have conflict to grow.
That's
Right. Thank
Look
you.
at you, man.
Yeah.
Papa, this kid dropping some gems.
He gonna have his own podcast. I'm about to have his own podcast
The
now.
quiet one in the
Yeah, he
family.
about to have his own he about to have his own show.
What you think, Papa? Kobe Bear, I mean. Mama always gonna mix everybody's name up. Kobe Bear. What you got for the young people?
What you
The
got?
tweens.
What you got?
You got
What are they
something?
struggling with? Or
What do you see like at school? What are they struggling with?
They use like too much electronics, but like everything, we use our Chromebook for everything at school. I think we should do like more physical stuff. Like we should have more gym time because gym is like 30 minutes. And then we have like an 8-hour school day. But recess, some middle schools don't have recess, but we usually only have 15 minutes for recess. So
So do you got any advice for any
he just dropped some.
I think we should like have more outside time.
with each
more
other?
no, he's
No,
on
like
physical
they have
movement.
physical because we barely move at school.
So how do y'all communicate?
How do y'all communicate?
The other people,
Yeah, like kids. Y'all text, y'all talk on the phone.
Do y'all need to communicate more? Do y'all engage
In
with each
person?
other in person?
yeah. No, I don't see like a lot of engagement in person anymore, but I see like a lot online though.
But would you? Would you want that more?
Yeah, I would like want more in person textings.
Yeah. Because I mean, me and mom talked about it once. It was like how the communication between y'all generation versus our generation is so different. Like I feel like sometimes I'll be watching y'all just talking to anybody. I'll be like, I couldn't imagine talking to just anybody like that. And you know,
I enjoy it.
yeah, dad be literally enjoying it. He'd be
Don't
just-
let it
Yeah,
get don't get it twisted. Your daddy is not always been like
yeah.
that.
He
Remember
always-
we went down to Texas with Jaden
He
and
was
me and
talking-
Jabari, the tree fell down.
Oh my
And
God.
me and
Oh my
Jabari's up there
goodness.
talking to the guy,
Yeah.
looking at
Yeah.
the tree.
Yeah. And I'll be walking around in college now. I'll be like, you know, I'll be on my phone sometimes, not trying to be bothered, but it's just like a observation. I'll be like, dang, the communication level, just like the way people talk to people now is just different. And it's like, you know,
Because we're all connected. We're
Yeah.
all living organisms.
hmm
So if you don't communicate, I mean,
You can go
Put your
crazy.
phones down to this talk.
but shoot, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, I've got a phone addiction. It's okay.
You do?
Yeah, I got a phone addiction.
You don't we don't allow phones during our we don't allow phones during our meeting time.
I know, but I got one.
But we did
but no, I'm saying like
we
in
did get
general.
away from like dinners, not having
Yeah.
family dinners.
Oh, that was
and-
difficult.
Mhm.
Because that's a homework assignment for the family. We want to see y'all sit down, have a dinner
together.
without phones.
Yeah, without phones.
just have
Without phones. I think
conversation.
we'll struggle because I know me. I'll probably try
We-
to pop my phone out. And
We
look.
know he'll struggle. Who always got their headphones on and talking?
Yeah.
That is the
I
worst.
mean, I'll be.
You the worst.
Yeah, I know.
What
Should
gyms you
try
got,
it
JJ?
at a restaurant.
Restaurant.
Yeah,
I mean,
at restaurants too?
No, I say I wouldn't say it's hard for us, but like
No, you can't.
no,
do
no,
it.
no, no, no.
It's
Like,
hard.
because we did do it like when we went to Texas, right? Did
Yeah.
we not? Yeah, like I'm saying, but I wouldn't say it's bad to look at your phone while you're eating dinner or whatever. But I say like some people will take it too far because you have to have like a moderation.
Yeah.
So, like if
definitely.
you get like a notification, you just look at your phone and you just put it away real quick.
Yeah, get back
I think
engaged.
you guys taught me that, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're like in a meeting, not in a meeting or something, like, but you're like a professional setting. You take a look at your phone, you put it away.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah,
like
in a
that.
professional setting, you don't even have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even take that phone call or look at it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jay.
All right, some gems. So I would say kind of like my journey is kind of the same. I failed a gazillion, trillion times. Like everybody looks at me from the outside in saying, "Oh, I'm perfect. I'm doing this and that," but they don't realize like how much time, effort, money, sacrifice literally I put into like everything I do. So even on the football end, people look like, "Oh, you did this," but they don't look at me from like I literally work out every day, at least 2 to 3 hours a day, and I've been doing that since I was 10. On top of that,
Shoot,
Sure,
younger than
yeah.
that.
Younger than that.
About 4 or 3.
Mhm.
so I don't know, just that perfectionist. That I'm a perfectionist, so I struggle with that. Like I had to talk to a sports psychologist this year because like the season wasn't going perfect. We were doing good, but I was still hurt, and mentally I wasn't there in football. Like I didn't want to play football at a point because like you just hurt every time you go out and make a tackle or touch. It just hurts. So that pain. So it's just little things like that. You just gotta. I mean, you really got to focus on like the good things. Everybody takes everything so serious. Like football is like the end of the world. It's really not. Like honestly, as a player, I really don't care for it, to be honest. Like I enjoy the little things that come with it, but I don't think it's like everything.
It's not who you are.
No, and that's what people look at me as, just for football. But I'm getting my MBA,
That's right.
so I had to take all these hard classes, finance, and I had to do that by myself.
That's
So on
right.
top of that, it's just little things like that. I guess we objectify people. We just look at them differently. Like some of the best. I play with some of the best players in like Texas in that sense, and everybody sees them for football players. But we just get criticized on the daily, talked about social media. So
how do you deal with that? Because that is huge. As always,
An athlete.
an athlete, because my day we didn't have social media,
Mm-hmm.
so we really didn't have all the critics, and
You've
have
been
to
out of
deal with
control.
that mental part of somebody always critiquing something. And honestly, I think you went through a period this year of some type of mental lapse where you were getting a little frustrated because you was hurt, and you are a perfectionist, and I tell you, everything is not always your fault, but mentally you also came back stronger too. What were some things that you did mentally to stay, because your grades didn't slip, you still performed out there on the field, even though some people may have not. You was really hurt, but
yeah,
you still performed. What are some tips that you did besides, we know you prayed, had your faith, and your mama and them prayed over you, but what are some things you did mentally to stay strong during those trials?
I mean, definitely my hobbies, like little things I like to enjoy. I like to watch movies, and I like to enjoy nature. And then even just talking to my teammates, like we've all struggled. Like CJ, some of my best friends, they were literally broke, like nothing in the name, living at somebody's couch. And like people don't realize, like, hey, you're gonna struggle, but at the end of the day, as long as you keep pushing, you're gonna make it back. Like no matter what happens, you fall on your face, you're gonna make it back. So it was just kind of that sense I had in the back of my head, because I would speak to sports psychologists weekly, and he would help me put things into action, like meditation, stretching. And like even we just go out for a walk. We just put our phones on D&D and just leave. People be calling us, texting us. We wouldn't see it till the end of the day, and just having a conversation with each other. But I don't know, just enjoy the little things for sure. That was huge, and not being cooped up in the room.
And like you said, the key, that alignment. So you got in line with nature, with God, with the Creator. Just some short walks.
Yeah, a lot of them. We had to
But
take a lot.
that's therapeutic. I mean, I still do that now. That's the best. I mean, that's the best thing. Like I recommend for anybody, just go out, walk, meditate.
It's
Get
free too. You don't have
realigned.
to worry about anything. Everybody's stressed about money. You just take yourself on
Yeah.
a walk. You can bring some snacks if you want to. Just go
And just see the
something.
beauty. I mean, the beauty of life, nature. I mean, this is like today's a nice, beautiful day.
So I know I talked to Jabez and Jabari and them, my little walks where I go to Hoover Dam. I put my gospel music on. I be in my own little zone. I talk to Granddaddy. I talk to Tiffany. I talk to God. And I be in that little, it does put you in a different mindset mentally to be amongst the nature, instead versus me going into, I know Daddy want me going into the Y and all that. But for me, mentally, I enjoy don't be looking at me like that.
Once you go to the Y,
You be like, you coming to the Y? No, I'm going outside to walk.
To work out.
To work out. I'm
Yeah,
going
you
to the,
cool with
you
that?
know.
Yeah, you
but I'm
put
just
words
saying,
in my
but
mouth.
mentally, it has been amazing just to be with, put that alignment piece. And I applaud you. I applaud all of y'all because you learned these tips early on. Now versus somebody that may not have experienced failure because I enjoy failure. I don't mind you guys failing and allowing you guys to fail because I know the end purpose. Because if you don't fail and don't believe that you should fail, you're never going to learn through the process. And failure is nothing but learning what
strengthen
you're
you.
supposed
Yeah.
to do and to make you stronger for what God is calling you to do later on in that space. And then when another triumph come, you bigger and stronger. Right? And so I applaud y'all. And that's one thing that I will always do. And that's one of the tips that me and James always did. I always left my kids, I might surprise them with a motivation affirmation in their lunch boxes growing up. I send them text messages, I send them prayers, but I always continue to, even if I was upset with them, I always continue to speak life over them and into them so they know that at the end of the day, they have God, but they also have mommy and daddy. They're always going to have their back no matter what. Did y'all like them more? I remember it was so
She
good.
used to show up to y'all school.
So I pop up, I rose up. Jacoby,
Recess.
I mean, I just modeling that. I remember Jacoby did. Remember his he put in our lunch boxes he put a note talking about be great today, mom. I love you. He put one in yours. I still got it, and it was like the cutest thing, and it reminded me like, oh, your kids do model and they do see what you do. And for your little one right over there sending me a little motivation affirmation telling me to be great was amazing. Did y'all like those type of things that
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
the book Kobe Baba?
Yeah. It was like a post-it note in my lunchbox.
Mm.
Yeah. So I got in middle school. Oh yeah.
And randomly. I didn't do
Yeah.
it all the time, but it's random. Sometimes mommy knows what y'all need. Like there was a time where I knew when Jaden was his mental space and I had to come down. Daddy was like, I'm going to see my baby. And I knew.
When in Texas,
Yeah, and we went on the date. And what you say, I needed you. I
Mhm.
needed you here. Mama knows when her baby needs you. And sometimes it's just not to talk, it's just to be in your space.
You talked. Okay, so we're gonna
You
be wrapping
talking.
this up. But like I said, thank you all for another episode of Love Experience. We're gonna have more family discussions because I think this will be critical for the family. This will restore the family. And like I said, I really enjoyed it. I got to see my sons in a different light.
I'm telling you,
It
because
shocked me. I was like, whoa.
Bubbar really was talking.
You gonna have your own show. You gonna have your own show. Yeah,
He
definitely.
didn't hide it now. It's over. It's over.
And yes, people be so surprised. They be like, your kids are just so mellow and chill.
Nah, we wild. Everybody wild.
No, not like they daddy.
No,
Daddy wild.
everybody wild.
They
Everybody
chill.
wild.
They,
Yeah,
but
whatever.
they really are chill.
Jacoby be talking trash.
He-
He be talking trash. He be talking trash to people. I be hearing.
Who the biggest trash talker?
I think Jacoby.
Jabbar is sneaky with it. Jacoby's up front.
Yeah.
Who the funniest?
Me.
I don't know. I think
It's your best.
Me.
You think the
It's the
best the
best.
funniest?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That was me.
You beat him up.
I don't know. It's a
Jane
time.
be trying not to smile when I be joking.
It's James.
Yo, his jokes are corny.
Y'all always trying to be serious.
No,
It's
his
me.
jokes are corny. Jacoby
Yeah.
got like
yeah.
Jacoby's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
He always be like when
And
he's trying not to lie,
Jabbar
he
don't
be like,
say
he be-
anything
he be
till the
doing a
last
fake
minute.
smile.
Jabbar will be his is like out of the blue. So that's why it's so funny.
I'm like, what? Yeah. Mhm.
Who the meanest?
Oh, it's Jaden easily.
Jaden.
It's a
Jaden.
Jaden.
Jane, no,
Jacoby.
them,
Jaden.
yes,
It's
Jaden and
Jacoby.
Jacoby
Oh,
for real.
Jacoby.
Yeah,
His dude,
Svet-
he be beating me up for no reason. He
No.
be hitting for no
Yeah, that's
reason.
what I'm saying.
That's the baby brother, isn't it?
And then Jabari jack him up because I be hearing I don't have no sympathy for Jacoby either. I'm like, you get what you because you keep messing with
Who
him.
act more like that? Who the serious one?
Jaden.
He the serious. Jaden is the serious one.
I'm more like disciplined. I'm not like super
Disciplined,
serious.
that keep you.
Discipline.
That
No,
keep you
Jabez.
Jabez is like the chill one. Jabez
Yeah,
is probably the
chill.
chillest.
Jabez.
Yeah,
take all day.
Jabari,
That's your song.
Jabbar is the second strictest. Jabari
yeah.
Yeah.
likes things to get done, and Jacoby just don't care.
Who's gonna take
No.
care of mommy when she get older?
One of us,
Me.
Probably,
Oh,
I don't know.
Me.
Y'all better.
Like one of us, I like, yeah.
Who really gonna take care of us?
One of us, like,
Yeah, that don't matter, Amber.
Like, one of
It's
us.
gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
It might have to be Jane because, like you say, he's strictest.
No, it'll be
He the
good.
strict. Who gonna tell Daddy what to do? Cause y'all know he's gonna be non-compliant.
Me and Jabbar.
I ain't gonna be taking no
Jabbar.
medicine. Y'all already know
Oh
it.
man,
Y'all gonna have to force me.
You know, me and
You get
Jabbar
the
gonna tear
stomach,
that up, huh? Jabbar for
Yeah,
sure
y'all
gonna
gonna have
tear
to do
that
what y'all
up.
gotta do. I ain't gonna complain. Y'all do what y'all gotta do to me.
Yeah, each one of y'all got your own little roles. Jacoby is the one gonna keep y'all together though.
Yeah.
He the family. He
Bother
gonna
me.
Yeah.
he love his quality time with his brothers. He love
Yeah, he
family
be-
time.
Oh, but is it Jacoby? He be like randomly texting me or saying my name, Jabari.
Yeah, that's it. Jabari gonna make sure y'all gonna have the brothers gonna stay. I mean, not Jabari, Jacoby Bear is gonna make sure everybody gonna stay together. Huh, Kobe?
Nope.
Yeah. He's saying no. He
Who the
means
best
yes.
athlete?
Me.
Probably me.
No, it's
It's
Jaden.
me.
It's probably
It's
that.
definitely me.
Jaden for now.
well, it depends. It
It's me.
depends
Y'all
what
think it was
sport.
me?
It depends what
Yeah,
sport.
what sport?
You
Yeah.
it's definitely not you.
It
Yeah,
ain't
Depends
me.
what sport.
No.
Jaden for now.
I think I'm
Who
the
got
best.
the-
I'm
who
the
got
best
the best
hooper now.
receipts?
I
Jaden.
do.
Who you talking
I'm the
about
best hooper
receipts?
right now.
Jaden does.
I do.
What you talking about receipts?
I don't know about you and me.
I got the best receipts.
It's Jaden.
We can Google that, Daddy.
I served
Google
in 2
me.
combat situations. And you ain't showing me.
He always
That's the
he-
big, man. You can't. That's
That is a feat.
Yeah,
that's
you
a big.
can't
I
really
went
say
to
nothing
2
about that.
combat situations.
you don't have to
2
be athletic for
combat
that.
wars. I went to
Huh?
2
You have to be
wars.
athletic for that.
Yes, you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, you do.
2
Yeah, you
wars.
do.
Yeah, you do.
Why y'all be trying to gang up on me?
I got the
You have
receipts.
to.
Nah.
You have
I got
to.
the medals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
I got the repertoire.